Welcome back to the channel. And if you're just discovering me, we talk money on this channel. And we talk money because I believe that self-belief and access to capital, along with a great plan of action, will enable you to level up financially. Plain and simple. It's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when. So with that being said, the type of money that we talk on this channel is things like credit cards, credit unions, crypto, the stock market, side hustles, real estate, grants, and travel hacks. If you like any of that, do me a favor, support the channel by hitting that like, subscribe, share, and pop that notification bell so you know when something new is coming. Today's video, guys, is going to be a really good one, packed with great information. So make sure you stay to the end so you won't miss any of the gems I'm about to drop. We own credit unions today, and I think I got a good one that will serve some very specific niche needs that people have out there. Today's credit union is the Self-Help Federal Credit Union, okay? Self-Help Federal Credit Union. And the Self-Help Federal Credit Union is formed in 2008, and they have physical locations in California, Washington State, Illinois, and Wisconsin. They got nearly $2 billion in assets, over 94,000 members. It's one of the fastest growing community development financial institutions in the country. They're really big on giving back to the community and just helping young small business owners, or just small business owners or aspiring business owners in general, to level up. That has a big part to do with their mission, and their affiliates have provided almost $11 billion in financing to more than 19,000 people to buy homes, start businesses, and of course, build some financial security. So let's take a look at the products that they have. This is one of those credit unions that has pretty good products on the business and personal side. So we're going to take a look at the personal products first. So on the personal side, it looks like, you got your standard checking and savings and money market account, term certificates, IRAs. They also will finance your vehicles, your home. They'll give you home equity lines of credit. They got personal loans, credit cards, credit builder loans, immigration loans, holiday loans, even disaster relief loans. So they got a lot of products going on, guys. A lot of products going on. So some of those are very specific. Let's take a look at the personal loan and see what's going on with that, and let's dissect it a little bit. So with the personal loan, you have the ability to get loans up to a 48-month term, very competitive rates, generous terms and amounts. So what that's telling me by saying generous terms and amounts means the better your credit and your income is, more likely you are to get a higher personal loan and a lower interest rate. Because they're not giving a ton of info on that, but that's what I get from the verbiage that's on that particular page of the website. And of course, links to this great credit union will be in the description of this video. Now let's take a look at the home equity lines. So with the home equity line of credit, another thing that's offered by this credit union, they have like a little checklist for you in place. So they let you get money on any owner-occupied residences, 1 to 4 units. It must be in California, Illinois, or Wisconsin. They'll go up to $150,000 max, okay? And they'll give you up to 80% of the equity that you have in the home, or up to 80% of the equity minus the first mortgage balance. So the way that works is, so if you got a home that you paid $200,000 for and now it's worth $300,000, you've paid $20,000 off on the home, which means now you have a balance of $180,000, and you take that away from $300,000, that leaves you with $120,000 of equity. They'll give you 80% of that number. 80% of the $120,000 would be the maximum that you'd be able to get as far as an equity line of credit. All right. So a little simple math there. So they also let you have, they got variable interest rates, terms up to 20 years, uh, and no prepayment penalty. So I'm really big on stuff that does not have prepayment penalties. So what about this credit builder? So maybe you're just, trying to get yourself off the ground and you need to build some credit, or you have a little bit of credit, but your credit's not all that strong and you're looking to just make it stronger. So they got credit builders too. Let's dissect that. All right, so with the credit builder, uh, it allows you to establish new credit or add positive records to your credit so you can, make your history stronger. So you apply for the loan, uh, submit your documentation so you can see what you can afford to borrow. The loan funds go into a limited access savings account, which acts as collateral for the loan. They report it to the credit reporting agencies monthly, so that helps you out a lot. And you pay off the loan, of course, in the time frame that you promised, and you receive the full amount of the loan plus dividends upon fully being paid in full. So that is really big to be able to get the loan paid off, and you're paid in full, but you're also going to get a dividend. So I'm not sure what percentage the dividend is going to be, but anything is a plus. So you get a dividend. So that's some of those personal products. Let's go over to the business side, because this is one of those kind of hybrid credit unions that has some really good personal products that I just highlighted, but also has some great business products. So let's check out some of the business products and see what we got. So on the business side, it looks like you got your standard business checking, savings, and money market accounts, but they also do small business loans, paycheck protection loans, and commercial loans. Now, with this credit union, they're also doing business startup loans. That's not shown here, but they do have business startup loans, and we're going to talk about those too. But the first thing we're going to look at is the commercial loans, because they got some really good stuff going on here. So with the commercial loans, what I like about it, first and foremost, is that you're able to get things funded that are kind of traditionally hard to get funded. So they start at $15,000 and go up from there with no maximum size. They lend to businesses and nonprofits in a variety of industries and specialize in sectors like childcare loans, food systems, so the restaurant business, and more. Now, here's some of the types of loans, types of industries that they'll fund that I consider to be a little difficult to get funding for at times. Charter school loans, childcare loans for childcare facilities, faith-based loans. So it's really hard sometimes to get churches funded and places of worship, but they're doing faith-based loans. They're doing food systems loans. So if you're opening up, a restaurant, they're doing small business and nonprofits. They're doing multi-housing, so you can get the real estate loans done. They're also doing other commercial real estate. So we're talking like maybe a strip mall or an industrial facility. So there's a lot of different things that they'll fund that don't always get funded by your traditional lending institutions. So let's take a look at the actual small business loans. So with the small business loans, again, it starts from $15,000 and goes up from there. There's some criteria that they have that we're going to get into real quick. Just make note that projects outside of Illinois and North Carolina have to be larger than $500,000. So they'll give you nice size loans. You just got to qualify. Self-help only offers small business lending products for loans under $500,000 in Illinois and North Carolina. Projects outside have to be larger than $500,000 to apply. So of course they're going to look at your business loan consideration. They're going to go through a whole checklist to see if you are ready, and some of the things that they'll be looking at are listed here. They're going to look at what kind of experience that you have. They're going to look at your credit worthiness. So the higher the credit scores on the team, the better. They're going to look at how much capital you have. Do you have any of your own money to invest into the business? They're going to look at your cash flow, of course. your collateral to see what kind of assets you got, and your debt to income ratio is going to be key as well. So you got a lot going on here. You're going to have to have all your ducks in a row. Now, for existing businesses and nonprofits, for this credit union, they'll be looking for an existing business. They're looking for you to have 2 or more years of tax returns, or something that's being currently managed and you would like to purchase it from the owner. Or if you don't meet those, then they might consider your business a startup, and we're going to talk about startups in just a moment. So for term loans for existing businesses, there is no maximum amount. Again, guys, these guys got a nice big checkbook and they're willing to open it if you qualify. The terms vary based on the use of funds. There's no prepayment fee for any loan under $500,000. And they also offer a variety of loan products, including Small Business Administration 7A. So they often require personal guarantees. So you're going to have to PG the loan for small businesses and nonprofits, and they'll require you to have 10 to 30% down of non-working capital to secure the loans, and that depends on the credit worthiness, again, whether it's going to be closer to 10 or closer to 30. And they will be looking for you to have some type of collateral, whether it's real estate, stocks, cash, whatever the case may be. They're going to be looking for you to have some type of collateral. But this is just awesome. All of these great products that they have available with this credit union, and we're going to talk about what it takes to join them in just a second. But before we do, let's take a look at the startup business loan that they have available. So with the startup business loan, it does cap at $50,000, but this is for a new business. So $50,000 for a new startup or nonprofit, and they do want to see your projected net income for the business, and they'll require you to show what your existing source of income is that's going to be able to pay for this loan. So the loan goes up to 50 grand. The terms can go up to 5 years. The equity requirement, they want you to have at least 30% of the total project. As far as the startup loan requirements, they want you to do a personal guarantee, good credit. So good credit, they don't put a number in, so I'm just going to say I would expect you to be like at least around 700. Sufficient collateral and strong management experience, as well as a secondary source of income. Now, all of these products that I've laid out here, this credit union will give you literally more than $500,000 if you qualify for it. Game changer, guys. Game changer, game changer, to help you make your business explode. What do you need to do to join? Well, if you live in a state where they have actual physical branches, you can just join it for free. There is not a geographical restriction. If you live outside of the states, which I believe are Illinois, Washington State, California, and Wisconsin, where they have physical branches, then you would need to pay a $5 fee. So that's not much to pay to join a credit union that has this many perks. I mean, this is just some really, really great stuff. So everything I highlighted in here, I hope that it hits everybody in some type of way as far as a need that you would have for funding, whether you're looking to start a church, a restaurant, whether you're trying to get into the real estate business, childcare business. They are all over the place. They will help you in a lot of different industries, guys. So hey, that's all I got for this one. That's Self-Help Federal Credit Union in a nutshell. The link to this particular credit union will be in the description of this video. If you saw any type of value here, guys, do me a favor, support the channel by hitting the like, subscribe, share, pop that notification bell. Please support the channel so we can keep putting more great information out like this. If you want me to chronicle or review any particular credit union, do me a favor, leave that in the comments. If you've done business with Self-Help Credit Union before, leave a